Welcome back, Year 5. We hope you had a lovely Easter break, refreshed, managed to get some sunshine, managed to stay safe as well, but are now feeling ready for the next half term of learnings. This is your first video back. It's summer term 1 already. How quickly has it gone? So what have we got in store for you this week? Well, obviously, as usual, you've got your daily reading of your own book, if you could do that for about 10 minutes a day. Daily Times Table Rockstars is a battle that's already started against Year 6. We're in the final. If we win this, we are the champions of Key Stage 2. Year 3 and 4 are battling it out for 3rd and 4th place as we speak. So it's great if all of you could get on there and let's beat them. And then third thing, obviously, daily Doodle Maths, 10 minutes for this as well. This is really good because it's set for you. It's specific for you. So if you could do that 10 minutes a day as well, that's great. Okay, fourth thing. Well, daily reading comprehension activities on PowerPoint. Okay, so we've set that for you on eSchools, which is due in this Friday. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or, you know, if you have this, if you have a Lexia account, we don't want you to do the reading comprehension. We want you to do the Lexia because the Lexia will be better for you. Okay, so there's about 10 of you that have got a Lexia account. You are to do Lexia, not the reading comprehension. Everybody else needs to do the reading comprehension, okay? So when you go into eSchools and you go to my homework page, it'll end up looking something like this. If I show you homework, in case you go to homework, yours is slightly different to mine, but then you end up having all of these here for you. And if you look, Mrs. Aiton's put it on there for you, listen to the moon reading. Okay, when you click on that, you'll be able to download a PowerPoint, which looks something like this. Okay, now Mrs. Aiton has really clearly laid it out for you, and it's got on Monday the activities you need to do, and you just work through until you get to Tuesday. So on Monday, that's all you need to do. Okay, and there's a Word document which you can download again, which is like this. Okay, so it's the same questions on the PowerPoint, but if you look, it's got Monday. And you can answer the questions by typing on it. So you can put I think or I predict and then whatever it is, question 2, and you work all the way down on there until you get to Tuesday. Now make sure you save it after Monday and then you come back to it on Tuesday. You do Tuesday's questions, make sure you save it. Okay, when you hit Wednesday, you've got all the text there. Okay, and then you can answer those questions there on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Okay, so you don't need to send us on Monday your work. You can just send all of this document, this Word document here, to us, or if you're writing it on paper, you can take a picture and send it to us, but you can send us all the answers on Friday rather than individually sending us Monday's work, Tuesday's work, Wednesday's work. Okay, otherwise it might get a bit complicated. Okay, so that's all of your work for reading. Now, Mrs. Perry's done a video for you. It's on the YouTube channel. Check it out. So she goes into a bit more detail about that. Okay, now if I go back to this one. So, number 5, daily writing activities. Again, on eSchool, Schools on the homework page, you'll have writing. Again, you can download a PowerPoint. And the PowerPoint is very similar to the reading PowerPoint. Okay. You are learning to write a short story using suspense. We only want the opener, okay? So all we're going for, the opening couple of paragraphs using suspense, okay? So on Monday, and then you've got your steps to success here. These are all the things we've been working on in class. There's nothing new there. So you should be pretty good at this, okay? Creative adjectives, noun phrases. So rather than using the river, we use the crying baby. We use the strolling baby. We use the crawling baby, the demonstrative beast, whatever it was, okay? Varied sentences. So subordinate clause, main clause, main clause, main clause with a fanboys, that glue in the middle, whatever it is. Obviously, your figurative language, etc. Okay. Top tips Mrs. Aiton's put there for you that you can read, and then you've got a task. So where does your story begin? What time of day? Dusk, night, dawn, etc. What's the weather like? All of these you can manipulate to make your setting as creative as possible. Okay. You've got some pictures there to help you. And then what you need to do is do this. So choose a setting and the mind map 5 words. What can you see? What can you hear? And Mrs. Aiton's giving you some examples there. Okay. Imagine you are actually there. You're alone in the forest. Okay. And then Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So once you hit this, you've done task 1 and then it says Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You stop. That's your English done for Monday. You don't need to do any more. okay? And you just work through the PowerPoint, and Mrs. Ayton's given you lots of examples there of what to do. Now, same thing goes like the reading. You don't need to send us every day your English work, okay? Now, you'll notice that Monday right through to Friday this week is all vocab work, vocab generation, creating ideas like we used to do in class when we got the descriptorsauruses out and we'd spend ages with pictures, sugar papers, writing down ideas. I'd type them on the board. This is basically what you're doing, but by yourself, okay? You do not start writing until next week, okay? This week is just vocab generation. All right, and then you'll see that Mrs. Ayton's put time to write your short story, okay, because we're on week 2 now, week beginning the 27th of April. So then, like Mrs. Ayton's done here, she's given you a couple of paragraphs. That's all we want, 4 or 5 sentences in each paragraph, okay. She's given you some top tips, so you'll spend next week writing your short story. Okay, so it's only needs to be 4 or 5 sentences in each paragraph, couple of paragraphs, done. Send it to us on Friday, a week on Friday. Okay, so we don't expect to see any writing this week because you'll just do your vocab generation this week. Okay, right, so that's your writing and your reading. Maths activities, right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you've got My Maths to do. I'm about to teach you that, okay? And then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you've got a maths sheet to do, which is on eSchools. So it's called Perimeter Sheet. Okay, it'll be one of those. You'll only have one of them that appears on yours. Okay, and it will open and it will look something like this. Okay, this is how it will look. And some of you got different ones. Okay, because it's for you. So, and then what you do is you answer the questions on page 2, like here, so you can type out the answers on there. So I put 7 centimeters or whatever, save it, and then upload it again to eSchools, or take a picture of it and we can mark it. Okay, so that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you do not have My Maths to do. You have this sheet to do. Okay, only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday do you have My Maths. Okay. And then obviously you've got week 25, your Red Book home learning sheet, and that looks something like this. This one is really, really important, year 5. You must be doing this one. Okay, this is revisiting all those things we've done before with a bit of new stuff on there as well, but it's really, really important that you do this as well. Okay, so, but this is a 2-week project. Like writing is 2 weeks, this Maths Red Book home learning sheet is also now 2 weeks. So you've got 2 weeks, plenty of time to work through it. Do a few questions each day, okay? Like you'll do for English, you do a bit each day. Maths week number 7, do a bit each day and then send it to us a week on Friday, okay? All your parents have this information anyway. And then you've got a SPAG sheet again, which is on eSchools, and the SPAG sheet, you'll download a Word document. It looks like this, okay? Spelling's there to do. Mrs. Ayton has taught you some of these, okay? You've got statements, questions, commands, and exclamations, so looking at different sentence types, and then you need to answer on the sheet and get this to us. This is due in on Friday, okay? So this you have to send to us by Friday. So you have 5 days to do that. There's a PowerPoint that goes with this, which teaches if it's an exclamation, a sentence, a question, or a command. I think most of you will be okay with this anyway. You won't really need the PowerPoint. But as long as you get those questions done and sent to us on this sheet by eSchools, so you can send to us on eSchools again by Friday, that's fine. Okay, so you've got 5 days to do that. So they're the things you need to do this week. Okay, but obviously number 7 is a 2-week project. And the same with your writing as a 2-week project. So you don't need to send us 5 and 7 this week. You just need to send us your reading on Friday. You need to do your My Maths, make sure they're done. Do the maths sheet by Friday and the SPAG by Friday. Okay? Okay, so we've gone through the reading and the writing. Excellent. Right, what's new this week that we're teaching you? Well, it's perimeter. You will have done perimeter last year, but you'll notice that I have actually underlined or made red rim, because the rim means around the outside or going around. Okay, so if we're looking at the perimeter, okay, we're looking at, here's my field. I'm going to put a fence all the way around my 2D shape here, my rectangle, because my field is a rectangle, it's a 2D shape, so I'll put my fence up all the way around the rim, around the outside. Okay, so we use the term perimeter to describe the total length around the edge of a 2D shape, and the sum, sum is a mathematical term. We should remember that sum means add the total. So the total of the length of each side of the rectangle gives us the perimeter. So the adding of the length of each side gives us the perimeter. So if we've got a farmer with a field, as you notice that each square, so like this part here, is 10 meters. So that's 10. Well, that's also 10 then. That's 10. That's 10. That's 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. How, what's the perimeter of a field? Well, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And that will be meters. Okay, we just need to add them all up, add up the rim, the perimeter. And in my class, you might remember me saying, if I say perimeter, and then you would say, I say perimeter, you say, and then you go plus. So I say perimeter, you say plus. Okay, remember we're adding P, perimeter, P for plus. Right, we know that each of these smaller squares here is 1 centimetre, so what's the perimeter? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the perimeter of this one is 20 centimetres. You need to remember to put these side bits on as well, okay, because you would put fence there, you wouldn't leave it open, otherwise people could get in. Okay, and obviously you do the same here, you just count like this, okay, and that would give you your perimeter. All right, nice and straightforward. Right, this one, well, don't worry, if there's no squares, we can just measure it, okay? So you would get a ruler, okay, and all you would do is make sure you line it up on the 0, extend it, that's what you got, so that's about 16 centimetres there, okay? Well, that side's also going to be 16 centimetres, because I know my properties of a rectangle, that side and that side are the same, and those two are the same there. Okay, and again, once I have measured it, okay, I can then obviously measure these sides as well, and then all I'd have to do is add all of those sides up to get my perimeter. Okay, right, if I've got this triangle, this is 8, 8 and 8, well, that must be an equilateral triangle then, because all the sides are equal, they are the same. So to get my perimeter, if I say perimeter, you say plus, I'm going to add up 8 and 8 and 8, 3 eighths are 24 centimetres. So perimeter is really quite straightforward. Now, sometimes though, a problem can be solved by using the perimeter of a shape to work out the length of its sides. So we can see we've got a question mark here, but we do know the total all the way around the rim, the outside, is 18 centimetres. So I know this 6 here, added to this 3 here, added to this 3 here, added to the question mark, needs to make 18. Okay, well that's fine, because 6 and 3 is 9, add 3, add question mark, makes 18. Well, 9 and 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, add the question mark, makes 18. Well, what's the question mark going to be? 12 add what is 18? 6. So that must be 6. Oh, hold on a minute, it's a rectangle. If that side is 6, that side also must be 6. Okay, so that's nice and straightforward. Then some of you have got some slightly harder questions, which is like this. Well, that's okay, because we can get 2 colours, all the sides going in the same direction. They're all going down, so I'm going to do those in yellow. And all the ones going right, like that, is green, and that is green. Okay, well, if I know this long yellow side here is 11, these two need to add up to make 11 as well, don't they? If that's 6, that must be 5, because 5 and 6 makes 11. The green side, where's the longest green side? Oh, that's here. That's 10. Well, that's 3, and that's something. We know it needs to add to 10. 3, and what makes 10? It's 7. So that's my missing side, because 7 and 3 makes 10. And then to find my perimeter, 11, add 3, add 5, add 7, add 6, add 10. Okay, you just add them all up. And then you do the same on that question there. Some of you have got those slightly harder questions with missing sides, which is fine. Okay, you've got some revisiting, some of you as well, with linking to sequences and number and place value. 5,450, 6,450, 7,450. The 450 is always there. It's increasing by 1,000, so 7,000, 8,000. Finding the missing number in the sequence. 4,252, 5,252, 7,252, 6,252 then, okay? And then you've got comparing using the crocodile signs, okay? And then ordering the numbers. You were really good at doing that, so don't forget what we did in class, please, okay? Don't forget all of those things you need to do. It's all on eSchools for you, and your parents have it as well. But remember, Remember the dates you need to submit by. Message us for any questions or problems. Stay safe and tweet us your pictures.